I'm so excited to have you here today because we're about to dive into something truly special and a little bit mysterious. Something that you might have felt but never fully understood. You know those moments when you can't stop thinking about someone, or when something just feels like it's meant to happen. What if I told you that there are signs, real, powerful, and emotional signs, that someone is thinking about you? What if I told you that the universe might just be sending you these signs, trying to tell you something deeper about your connection with someone special? In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 weird and unexpected signs that show someone is thinking about you. These aren't the typical signs you've heard before. These are deep, meaningful, and emotional connections that go beyond simple coincidences. Whether you believe in energy, intuition, or the universe's way of communicating, these signs might just leave you in awe. So sit back, relax, and let's take a journey together to uncover the hidden threads that connect us to those we care about most. You don't want to miss this. It might just change the way you view your relationships forever. Number 1. You suddenly feel their presence, even when they're not around. Have you ever been sitting alone, lost in thought, and suddenly a deep sense of someone's presence fills the room? It's as if they are right there with you, though you know they're miles away. The air feels different, charged with energy, almost as if the universe has aligned to remind you that they are thinking of you. It's not just a coincidence, and it goes beyond simple imagination. This is one of the most mysterious and beautiful signs that someone might be thinking about you, even when they aren't physically present. You might not see them, but you feel them. It's not just a fleeting sensation. It can be so strong that it catches you off guard, leaving you questioning whether it's all in your mind or something deeper. It's as if an invisible thread connects you both, one that transcends distance and time. Maybe you're doing something ordinary, like driving or working, and out of nowhere, their face flashes in your mind, or you find yourself thinking about something you shared together. It's almost as though their thoughts have somehow crossed into your consciousness. This connection isn't just random. It's a sign that there's a deep, unspoken bond between you. Our minds are more connected than we often realize, and sometimes the energy we share with someone can reach across space and time. It's an emotional resonance that can be felt in a way that words can't describe. When this happens, you may feel their energy subtly guiding your thoughts and actions, as if they're there with you, offering silent support or love. For many, this sensation is deeply emotional. It's not just about the mind, but also the heart. Your heart may skip a beat, your emotions may shift, and you may even find yourself reaching for your phone, compelled to text them, as if you've felt that call from them. It's not a coincidence. This is the universe's way of letting you know that, in that moment, you're on their mind. It's a reminder that the people we care about have a way of staying with us even when they're not physically around. But here's the thing, this isn't just a mystical experience, it's a reflection of how strongly they are connected to you on a deeper level. Sometimes this feeling occurs when they are going through something emotionally significant, and their subconscious mind seeks out the comfort of your energy. In moments of vulnerability or longing, we can send out a silent call to those who matter most to us, even when we don't realize it. Your mind is simply attuned to their emotional state, sensing their presence even when they are far away. So, next time you feel that unexpected shift, that rush of their energy, take a moment to pause and reflect. Don't dismiss it as mere coincidence. There's a reason you're feeling it. It's a sign that they are thinking about you in ways that words can't explain. And when you acknowledge this, it can deepen the connection, turning it from a fleeting feeling into something lasting, meaningful, and undeniable. Isn't it beautiful how the universe can send us such subtle signs? It's a reminder that the people we care about are never truly far away. They're always close in heart, mind, and energy. And sometimes, just sometimes, you'll feel their presence even before they've reached out to you. Number 2. You experience their emotions even from afar. It's as if there's an invisible thread connecting you two, stretching across distance, time, and even circumstances. You may not even be physically near this person, but suddenly their emotions wash over you. You're having a perfectly good day, maybe even feeling peaceful, when out of nowhere you feel a sense of sadness, anxiety, or joy, emotions that don't belong to you. At first it's confusing. You think, why am I feeling this way? Everything is fine in my life. Then it hits you. This might be their energy, their emotions, somehow seeping into your own. This is one of the most powerful signs that someone is thinking about you. And I'm not talking about just your typical, I miss you or I'm thinking about you vibe. No, this goes deeper. It's like your souls are still connected on some level, regardless of the physical space between you. You might feel inexplicably happy, or maybe a sudden wave of sadness or longing, and it seems like it has nothing to do with what's going on in your own life. You could be living in completely different time zones, yet you both experience the same emotions almost simultaneously. Sometimes you could be minding your own business, maybe at work, scrolling through your phone, and suddenly you sense that something's off with them. It's not just intuition, it's a deep, visceral understanding that something is happening with them. Perhaps they're going through a tough moment or dealing with a strong feeling of joy or excitement. And here's the kicker. Even if they haven't texted you, called you, or reached out in days or weeks, you can still feel it. It's like an emotional link that transcends all the physical barriers. Think about it. How many times have you found yourself thinking about someone, and within minutes or hours you hear from them, or you know exactly what they're going through before they even share it with you? You might even feel their stress or elation in your body, like your heart beats faster when they're anxious, or you feel an overwhelming calmness when they're at peace. It's as if your energy systems are attuned to one another, and their emotional shifts ripple through you, even when you're apart. It's an unspoken connection that goes beyond words, a silent conversation between two people who share a deep bond. This experience, though, isn't something that happens with everyone. Not everyone can create that kind of emotional closeness, where you not only think of someone, but you can feel their emotional state, almost like you're walking in their shoes for a brief moment. But when it does happen, it's a sign that your bond is truly special. It's an indication that the connection between you two is something that cannot be easily broken, no matter the distance or time apart. You're linked on an emotional frequency, a shared wavelength that doesn't need words to communicate. Now, if you're wondering whether this is just your imagination or something deeper, the truth is, it's likely the latter. There are many spiritual and psychological theories that suggest humans have a sixth sense, or a heightened awareness of those we deeply care about. It's almost as if when someone is emotionally invested in us, we are in turn energetically attuned to them. That's why when they're happy, you're happy. When they're sad, you feel it too. This is the invisible thread I was talking about. It's real, it's powerful, and it's undeniable. So the next time you feel a wave of emotion that doesn't seem to belong to you, ask yourself, is it possible that someone you care about is thinking of you, sending you their emotions across time and space? Maybe they need you. Maybe they're sending you a silent message, a signal to reach out. Or maybe they're simply reminding you of the bond you share. Either way, it's a powerful sign that someone is thinking of you, and their emotional world is intertwined with yours in ways you may not even fully understand yet. Number 3, your dreams become more vivid or include them. Have you ever woken up from a dream so real, so vivid, that it felt like you were actually with someone, even though you know they weren't physically there. It can be an overwhelming feeling, as though your subconscious is trying to send you a message. But what if that person in your dream wasn't just a figment of your imagination, but a sign that they've been thinking about you? It's strange, isn't it? But when someone has you on their mind, it might manifest in your dreams in ways you never expected. Imagine this. You fall asleep, and out of nowhere, that person who's been lingering in your thoughts suddenly shows up. You see their face, hear their voice, and feel their presence so strongly, it's almost as if they're right next to you. The dream is so vivid, you wake up in the morning with a sense of them still being there, as if the boundaries between your reality and your dreams blurred for a moment. It's unsettling, yet fascinating at the same time. Now, this might seem like coincidence to some, but let's think deeper for a moment. The mind is a powerful thing. Our subconscious often picks up on things that our conscious mind misses, like subtle changes in energy, body language, or the way someone is thinking about us. If someone is constantly thinking about you, whether it's love, regret, longing, or curiosity, your subconscious mind can pick up on that and translate it into vivid dreams. Your brain becomes a kind of antenna, tuning in to the emotions, thoughts, and energy of the people around you, even when you're not consciously aware of them. But it's not just about dreaming of them, it's about how their presence in your dreams makes you feel. If you wake up with a sense of calmness, joy, or excitement, it could be a sign that they are sending positive energy your way, that they're thinking of you in a way that's uplifting. On the other hand, if the dream leaves you feeling anxious or unsettled, it might be a reflection of their unresolved feelings, insecurities, or concerns about your connection. There's also the chance that you might dream of them during significant moments in your life. Maybe it's when you're facing a challenge or going through a tough time. When someone is thinking about you deeply, they may be subconsciously sending you the support and strength you need to get through those moments, even if they don't know it. Those dreams could be their way of reaching out, offering comfort and reassurance when you need it most. What's even more fascinating is the connection between physical attraction and dreams. If someone is drawn to you, if they're physically or emotionally invested in your relationship, your dreams might reveal deeper layers of that attraction. You may dream of moments you've shared together, or even experiences that have yet to happen, almost like your subconscious mind is creating scenarios that reflect your shared energy. You see, dreams don't just happen. They're windows into our inner world, shaped by everything we experience, feel, and think. And if someone is thinking about you, whether it's love, attraction, or even just curiosity, your dreams could be reflecting that connection in ways that are both mysterious and meaningful. It's not just a random occurrence, it's your mind's way of telling you that someone is emotionally present in your life, even if they're not physically there. So the next time you wake up from a dream where someone you care about is at the center of it, take a moment to reflect on what that might mean. What emotions did that dream stir in you? Did it feel like they were sending you a message, or were you just being pulled into their world, even if only in your mind? Because when someone is thinking about you, it's possible that their thoughts and energy find their way into your dreams, bridging the gap between the real world and the realm of your subconscious. And that connection, no matter how intangible it may seem, can speak volumes about the depth of your relationship. Number 4, you catch yourself looking at the clock at significant times. Have you ever experienced that moment when you glance at the clock and see it's exactly 11:11, 2:22, or maybe even 3:33? It's almost as if the universe is trying to tell you something, a secret message hidden in plain sight. Now, this isn't about some random coincidence. This is something deeper, something profound. And if you're honest with yourself, you've probably felt it. Those moments where time seems to align perfectly with your thoughts, emotions, or even a significant event in your life. When you catch yourself looking at the clock at a specific, meaningful time, it's more than just a number on a screen. It's like a reminder from your soul, a sign that someone, somewhere, is thinking about you. This connection isn't just about the numbers. It's about the feeling that washes over you when you see them. It's a subtle nudge that your energy is aligned with someone else's. Maybe it's a loved one, a friend, or even someone you haven't spoken to in a while. But in that moment, their presence feels so real, so tangible, it almost feels like they're standing right next to you. What's even more powerful is that these moments don't always happen when you're expecting them. It's not like you're looking for these signs. They sneak up on you, like that perfect 12:34 or that random 4:44, and it leaves you wondering, is this just a coincidence, or is the universe trying to tell me something? It might sound a bit mystical, but there's a unique energy that connects us all, and it's often during these small, fleeting moments that we can sense it the most. There's something emotionally charged about seeing these numbers when you're thinking about someone, especially if you're in love or dealing with strong feelings. Maybe you've been thinking about that person non-stop, replaying memories or wondering what they're up to, and then, out of nowhere, you see a time that resonates. The world has a funny way of synchronizing these occurrences with our thoughts. It's almost like your subconscious mind is in tune with theirs. Even if you're not in constant contact with this person, your energy is still intertwined. Now, it's easy to brush these moments off as mere coincidence, but think about it. How many times have you looked at the clock right when you were feeling particularly connected to someone, or when a wave of nostalgia or longing hit you? It's almost like time itself is a witness to your emotional journey. A silent observer that marks the very moment your heart is in sync with another person's thoughts or feelings. It's important to realize that these occurrences are not just random flashes in time. They hold significance. It's your higher self, your inner wisdom, gently reminding you that you're not alone in this world, that someone else is out there, thinking of you, feeling you, or maybe even needing you at that very moment. And when you recognize that, it brings a sense of warmth and connection that can't be described by logic alone. It's more than just time on a clock. It's about the love, the memories, and the invisible threads that bind us all together, even when we're far apart. These moments of synchronicity give us hope in the most unexpected ways. They show us that the world is not just made of concrete and steel, but of energy, emotion, and unseen forces that keep us connected. So the next time you catch yourself glancing at the clock at a significant time, take a moment to appreciate the deeper meaning behind it. Allow yourself to feel that connection, to recognize that even when you think you're alone, the universe is reminding you that there is someone, somewhere, thinking about you. And that, my friend, is not just a sign, it's a beautiful affirmation of the bond that exists between two hearts, no matter how far apart they may seem. Number 5. Your intuition feels stronger when you think about them. There are moments in life when your intuition, that little voice inside your head, becomes almost impossible to ignore. It's as if something beyond your conscious mind is whispering the truth to you. You start to notice subtle shifts in your emotions, your thoughts, and even your physical sensations. And all of it seems to center around one person, the one who's always on your mind. When you think about them, your intuition feels stronger, more intense, as if your heart knows something your rational mind cannot yet understand. It's this inexplicable connection, this inner knowing, that you can't seem to shake off. It's as if the universe is aligning in strange, subtle ways to let you know that there's more to your relationship with this person than meets the eye. The The strength of your intuition amplifies the more you think about them because, in a way, your soul is trying to communicate with you. It's as if your deepest self recognizes something in them, something beyond the surface. Have you ever felt that sense of clarity when you just think about them? That moment when you feel like you're not just thinking, you're feeling something deeper, a sense of familiarity, a sense of comfort, or even the gentle pull of connection that you can't explain. It's easy to dismiss this as coincidence or wishful thinking, but the truth is, your intuition doesn't lie. It's a powerful tool that helps guide you through life, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. When you think about this person and your intuition starts speaking louder, it's a signal something is going on beneath the surface. Your mind might not fully comprehend it yet, but your heart, your soul, knows that there's a bond, a connection, something that's meant to be explored. It's like a magnetic force drawing you both together, and the more you allow yourself to listen to it, the clearer everything starts to feel. What's interesting is that you don't always need physical proximity to experience this stronger intuition. Sometimes it's just the mere thought of them that triggers this sense of knowing. Your thoughts about them feel different, almost like a whisper that guides you through your day. You might be at work, talking to friends, or even doing something mundane, yet you suddenly feel this undeniable pull toward them. Your intuition taps you on the shoulder and asks, "Have you been listening?" This feeling, this connection, is the universe's way of telling you that there's something real here, something that transcends the ordinary. The beauty of this sign is that it's completely unique to you. No one else can experience your inner knowing in the same way. It's personal, it's deep, and it's a reflection of the relationship you share with that person, whether it's romantic, platonic, or something more mysterious. Your intuition isn't trying to confuse you. It's trying to protect you, guide you, and help you navigate this intricate dance of feelings and emotions. When you start trusting that feeling, when you start embracing your gut instinct, you open the door to a deeper connection with that person, one that goes beyond the surface, beyond the physical, into something truly profound. This might be one of those signs that makes you question the boundaries between logic and emotion, science and the unknown. But when you experience it, you know. You feel it in your gut, in your heart, and in your soul. And when your intuition is stronger, that's when you have to pay attention. Because it's your inner self telling you that this person means something important to you, whether you're ready to accept it or not. So trust it, embrace it. Let it guide you as you discover where this connection could take you. Because sometimes our deepest truths are already inside of us, just waiting for the right moment to reveal themselves. Number 6. Random, unexplained physical sensations. Have you ever been sitting in a quiet room, just going about your day, when suddenly you experience a strange, unexplained physical sensation? Maybe your heart races for no reason, or you get chills that ripple down your spine. Maybe it's a strange warmth in your chest, a fluttering in your stomach, or the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. It feels odd, almost like something is shifting within you, but there's no clear cause. What if I told you that these sensations could be signs that someone is thinking about you? It sounds strange, doesn't it? But what if our bodies are more connected to the energies around us than we realize? When someone is thinking about you intensely, their emotional energy can sometimes influence your own physical state, even from a distance. Our bodies are like antennas, constantly picking up signals from the world around us, both seen and unseen. It's like an emotional echo that reverberates through you when someone is sending you their thoughts or feelings without you even knowing it. Imagine you're having a perfectly normal day. Everything is calm. You're just going about your routine. Then, all of a sudden, your body reacts. You might get an unexplained sensation like a soft flutter in your chest, as though your heart is trying to send a message. Or perhaps you feel a shiver run through your body, almost as if someone's presence is near you. It's a physical sensation that doesn't quite make sense, but it's there. An energetic ripple that seems to have no physical explanation. Now let's think about the emotional aspect. If you're connected to someone, even in the subtlest ways, your body may react to their thoughts or feelings in ways you don't consciously control. These sensations can be an unconscious response to their mental focus on you. It's like a ripple effect, a silent exchange between two people, even when you're far apart. They could be missing you, longing for you, or simply thinking about you at that exact moment, and your body, in its own mysterious way, picks up on it. But why does this happen? We often talk about the power of thoughts and emotions. When someone thinks about you deeply, their emotions may radiate outward, creating a ripple of energy that reaches you on a subconscious level. It's as if their energy is trying to reach you through the invisible threads that connect you to them, even from miles away. This is why sometimes when someone is thinking about you intensely, you might feel an inexplicable warmth, a surge of emotion, or even a physical sensation that feels like a touch, even though no one is around. Think about those moments when you're deep in thought about someone, and out of nowhere, you feel a flutter of excitement, a sense of calm, or even a pang of longing. What if this is your body reacting to the energy they're sending your way? It's not just coincidence, it's as if you're tuning into their emotional frequency, and your body is responding to the signal. Now, let's get a little deeper. These random physical sensations aren't just about someone thinking about you. They can also indicate emotional or spiritual connections that transcend time and space. Have you ever had a moment when you just knew someone was thinking about you? You could feel it in the air. Maybe you picked up the phone and heard their voice, or maybe they texted you just as you were thinking of them. This is a powerful reminder of how interconnected we are, not just on a physical level, but also emotionally and energetically. When you have this deep, authentic connection with someone, your energies are intertwined in a way that allows you to feel each other's thoughts, emotions, and even physical sensations. But here's the thing. These sensations don't happen every time someone thinks about you. It's not just about random thoughts. It's about the intensity of their feelings. When someone feels a strong emotion towards you, whether it's love, desire, longing, or even worry, that intensity can trigger a physical reaction within your own body. It's a form of emotional communication that doesn't rely on words or actions, but rather on the invisible, energetic link between you two. In those moments, you may feel a sudden, overwhelming sensation that seems to come out of nowhere. You could get a sudden rush of energy, or perhaps a subtle but unmistakable feeling that someone's presence is with you, even though they're not physically there. It's these little signals that make you realize just how powerful the connection between you and someone else really is. So the next time you experience a random, unexplained physical sensation, take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, could someone be thinking about me right now? Is there an emotional energy reaching me from a distance? And if so, what does that energy feel like? What is it trying to tell me? These sensations are not just physical reactions. They're part of the deeper connection that exists between two people, transcending the boundaries of space and time. These moments are rare, special, and sometimes hard to explain. But they are deeply meaningful, offering a glimpse into the invisible yet powerful forces that shape our connections with others. So when those random, unexplained sensations occur, don't brush them off. Trust that they might be signs of someone thinking about you, reaching out to you in ways words and actions can't fully convey. And maybe, just maybe, it's your body's way of telling you that the connection you share is more real, more profound than you might even realize. Number 7. You find yourself experiencing coincidences that lead back to them. Have you ever had one of those moments where you're walking through your day and suddenly it feels like the universe is throwing little signs your way? Strange coincidences that just happen to circle back to that one person. It could be hearing a song that reminds you of them, bumping into their favorite coffee shop while you're out running errands, or even seeing their name appear out of nowhere in a conversation with a stranger. It feels so surreal, like fate is subtly whispering to you that something more is at play. The thing about coincidences like these is that they don't just happen by chance. No, they carry a deeper meaning, especially when it comes to someone who occupies your thoughts. It's as if the universe has decided that it's time for you to reconnect, to recognize the invisible thread that connects you both in ways you might not even fully understand yet. You might dismiss these occurrences at first, chalking them up to random chance or your imagination running wild. But the more you experience them, the harder it becomes to ignore the pattern emerging. Maybe it's a movie you're watching, and suddenly the lead character's life starts mirroring the very situation you've been in with this person. Or maybe, just maybe, it's a conversation you overhear, with someone mentioning something that you know they would talk about, or that you've spoken about with them before. These aren't just simple coincidences. They are signs. They are moments designed to bring that person back into your awareness, like little nudges from the universe telling you to pay attention. What's powerful about this is the emotional impact it has on you. When these coincidences happen, there's an undeniable shift in energy. You feel a deep, almost magnetic pull toward them. It's as if the universe is encouraging you to recognize the role they have in your life, and perhaps the role you might still have in theirs. Sometimes these coincidences serve as a reminder of unresolved feelings, unfinished conversations, or a love that has not fully manifested. Let's be real. When you experience these synchronicities, it's hard not to feel like someone is trying to communicate with you, even if it's not through words, but through the strange, uncanny way that things seem to line up around them. It's an emotional reminder that they're not far from your heart, even if it seems like they are. And perhaps it's a subtle encouragement to take a chance or open up about how you truly feel. These moments might be fleeting, but their effect can be profound. They stop you in your tracks and make you wonder, are these signs meant to guide you to something bigger? Is it time to take a leap and bridge the gap between you two? After all, life has a way of showing us things we may not be able to see on our own. Sometimes the universe just needs to give us a little push to awaken something in us that has been dormant. So, when you start noticing these little coincidences, don't brush them off. Take a moment to pause, reflect, and consider the possibility that maybe, just maybe, they aren't random. There could be a reason behind them, a reason that connects your world to theirs in a way that feels almost destined. It's not just about the coincidences themselves, but the feeling they stir in you, and that feeling is worth exploring, because sometimes, when life throws those little signs your way, it's up to you to recognize them and see where they lead. And that's a wrap on today's video, my friends. Isn't it wild how the universe works in such mysterious ways? Sometimes we don't need to see someone to feel them. Sometimes their thoughts and emotions find their way to us, connecting us in ways words can't describe. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. Have you experienced any of these signs? Or maybe you've felt that inexplicable pull, that quiet connection with someone. Share your story in the comments below. I love hearing from you all and reading about your experiences. If this video spoke to you, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Until then, keep your heart open, stay connected, and always trust that there's more going on around us than we realize. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one.